What happens when you're judged not by your words, your actions, but simply by your skin? They were just 12 years old, laughing, dreaming, walking home from school. But the world didn't see them as little girls. The world saw them as threats. Would you speak up if this happened to your daughter? Would you stay silent if this happened in your neighborhood? This story is raw, real, and it will stay with you. Subscribe to Skin Deep Stories for more true stories that matter. Now, let's begin. Jordan and Zaria were best friends. You know the kind, finishing each other's sentences, planning outfits, and dreaming about the future while sipping cold sodas after school. They were both 12. Both smart. Both full of questions and courage. And yes, both black. They lived on the edge of a quiet, mostly white suburban neighborhood. Their moms, Monica and Cheryl, had worked hard to get them into good schools and safer streets. But no matter how clean the sidewalks were, the air still carried an old stench of judgment. It started like any other Wednesday. They walked home together from West Hill Middle School, giggling about a crush Jordan had on a boy named Marcus. They were loud, yes, like 12-year-old girls are, but joyful, harmless. A white woman came out of her porch, phone in hand. She stared too long. Then whispered into the phone. Then stared again. They noticed. But they kept walking. By the time they turned onto Willow Lane, a police cruiser pulled up behind them. "Hey, stop right there," an officer said. They froze. Jordan looked at Zaria, wide-eyed. "What did we do?" Zaria asked, her voice trembling. The officer stepped out, hand resting on his belt. "We got a call about suspicious activity." Jordan blinked. "Sir, we were just walking home from school." He asked their names. Where they lived. If they had ID. ID? At 12? They pointed to their backpacks, school logos clearly stitched into them. But it wasn't enough. He made them sit on the curb while he checked things out. Jordan cried quietly. Zaria held her hand. A second squad car pulled up. A third. Neighbors peeked out from windows. Someone filmed with a phone. But no one said a word. Monica and Cheryl both got frantic calls from the girls' phones. When they arrived, breathless and afraid, they were met with an officer explaining that there had been a report. A report of what? Monica demanded. 2 black girls walking too loudly? Cheryl added, tears in her eyes. No charges were filed. No apology was given. They let the girls go. But something broke that day. The girls didn't want to walk home anymore. Jordan started stuttering again. Zaria stopped laughing altogether. It wasn't just that they'd been policed. It was that they'd been believed to be dangerous for simply being children. Their school said it was unfortunate. The neighborhood association stayed silent. And the woman who called? She posted online about keeping the community safe. Cheryl and Monica didn't sit quietly. They organized. They reached out to other parents of black kids in the district. And they realized it had happened before. Again and again. But no one connected the dots. They formed a group, Mothers on Notice. They started sharing the stories. On local news. At City Hall. Online. Jordan and Zaria got up and spoke at a community town hall. 12 years old. Brave. Poised. Zaria read from her journal. I used to think I was a princess. Now I think I need to survive. But my mom told me I still get to be both. The crowd fell silent. Weeks later, Cheryl received an invitation. The same woman who had called the cops. She wanted to meet. Not to apologize, no. But to explain her fears. Cheryl brought her phone and recorded the conversation. The woman admitted, it's not that I hate them. I just didn't expect to see 2 black girls in our neighborhood. That clip went viral. National media picked it up. Jordan and Zaria were interviewed. Suddenly, their voices weren't just being heard. They were being felt. The mayor called. The school implemented anti-bias training. Police policy changed for handling juvenile calls. All because two 12-year-old black girls stood up and made them notice. How many children are treated like threats when all they want to do is walk home? How many voices are silenced before they ever speak? This wasn't just a story. This was a reality for Jordan and Zaria, and for so many others. Tell us in the comments, what would you have done as their parent? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story if it moved you. Join us for more powerful true stories on Skin Deep Stories, where truth isn't just told, it's felt.